Hello everyone, it's SpawnPoiint and we are fast approaching the end of 2023. We've had some incredible months for gaming recently, but there's still a few more games coming out in December that you might be interested in playing. I'll be honest though, it's not the strongest month that we've had, but that's not always a bad thing as it's a great excuse to clear that backlog that we've all been putting off. As always, drop a comment below telling me which games you are the most hyped to play, or if there's any that I've missed or you'd recommend. Otherwise, let's just jump straight in. So I've been saying this for months, but the day before is finally launching, well, sort of. After loads of delays, this open world MMO zombie survival game is coming to PC on December the 7th, and this is via early access. You can explore, scavenge, craft weapons, build houses, buy cars, and experience both day and night. It's one of the games that I'm the most hyped to play, so fingers crossed we actually get to see this in December. And as far as post-apocalyptic open world games go, this does look awesome. I'm really digging that cinematic vibe with the dark and moody visuals. Now although this isn't the full release that we'd originally hoped for, it's coming to PC first via early access and then we'll hopefully see it on consoles at some point in 2024. And probably one of the biggest and most anticipated games to be coming out in December is this one. Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, which is loosely based on the movies. It's a massive open-world first-person action-adventure game published by Ubisoft. You're able to explore the western frontier, interact with the environment around you, run, jump and climb on pretty much everything and anything in sight. It's also got a huge parkour element, where you can essentially navigate your way around the trees and environment really quickly. Now not only are you able to explore the open world and appreciate the stunning, vibrant visuals, you can take to the sky with your Banshee, customize your character, craft new gear and upgrade your skills and weapons. All of this while trying to protect the western frontier from being taken over by the RDA. From the trailers and gameplay that we've seen so far, I'm getting really strong Horizon Forbidden West vibes, and to be honest it kind of looks like a VR game. I wouldn't be surprised if we get some kind of VR port or upgrade to this in the future. And what's great is you are able to complete the entire campaign either in single player or with a mate via the online 2-player co-op. And that's going to be incredible if you've got a mate to team up with. So Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora launches on December 7th, and that's coming to PS5, Xbox and PC. And if you like post-apocalyptic zombie games and you have a VR headset, you've got to check out Arizona Sunshine 2. This is a sequel to the 2016 game but is now optimised for next-gen gaming, as well as being 2 to 3 times bigger. There's also more gore, darker humour and improved weapons. Now not only can the 8 to 12 hour campaign be played in single player, you can team up with your mates via the online co-op. I'll be honest, I don't have many friends with VR, but I need someone to play this with. It looks ridiculously fun. So Arizona Sunshine 2 releases on December 7th, and that's coming to PSVR 2, MetaQuest and Steam VR. So the idea behind this next game sounds ridiculous, but just hear me out. Born of Bread is a 2.5D adventure game where you play as Loaf, a flower golem, and you team up with your 3 buddies including Lint and Papa Baker. This classic cartoon-style RPG appears to have that perfect blend of humour, mini-games, vibrant visuals, and a story that is suitable for both adults and children. It feels like they've taken the best bits from games like Paper Mario and created something familiar but unique. There is actually a free demo for this game if you wish to check it out before buying, but this one is definitely on my list. So Born of Bread releases on December 5th, and it's coming to Xbox, PS5, Switch and PC. Now if you fancy playing Game of the Year contender Baldur's Gate 3 on Xbox, the time has finally come. This launched on PC and PS5 back in August and September, but in December it is coming to the Xbox Series X and S. This huge fantasy RPG is the 3rd installment in the series, where every decision you make will shape the direction of the game. It also offers both single and co-op multiplayer options, so you can play this either way you'd like. Now it's more Dungeons and Dragons than Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, but that's not a bad thing. Now at the time of creating this video we don't have an exact date for launch, but we're looking at potentially around December 7th, and that's when it will be announced during the Game Award show. So if you've been itching to play it on Xbox, there's not long to wait. Then on December 15th we get the 2nd installment of Asgard's Wrath. This is an action role-playing game designed specifically for VR, and it could be one of the biggest games that we've seen on VR to date. Not only does this come with a 60+ hour campaign, but the usual elements that you'd see in RPG games like upgrading weapons, side quests, skill trees and crafting are here as well. On top of that, the exploration is like nothing that we've seen before on VR. I'm not seeing a great deal of hype for this game yet, but this is definitely one that you want to pick up if you have a compatible VR headset. So this will be available on both MetaQuest 2 and MetaQuest 3, but with the newer and more advanced processor in MetaQuest 3 it's going to look even better. So Asgard's Wrath 2 launches on December 15th. On December 1st we finally get the long awaited port of Batman Arkham Trilogy, and that is now coming to the Nintendo Switch. You play as Batman as you take on the role of protecting Gotham City against those supervillains including the Joker, Scarecrow, Poison Ivy and more. This trilogy includes Asylum, City and Night, which have all released on various platforms over the years, so it's great to see it finally coming to the Switch. This will be a brilliant game to play handheld, but even if you don't have a Switch, this release could persuade you to pick it up on the Xbox or the PlayStation anyway. SteamWorld Build is the latest installment in the SteamWorld series, and this time it combines city building and dungeon crawling into a fun and pretty satisfying game. Essentially, the game is split into two genres. Think SimCity meets Dungeon Keeper, so you need to build roads, houses and amenities for the residents, creating the town and everything inside. And once that's done, you're able to start the mining, and this is where the miners will come up against enemies and monsters that you need to fight off. So if you're into games like SimCity or Dungeon Keeper, SteamWorld Build launches on December 1st, and that is coming to all platforms. Then we have The Lord of the Rings Return to Moria, which is coming to PS5 on December 5th. This is classed as a survival crafting game set in the 4th Age, where you follow the dwarves as you embark on a new adventure to reclaim their home in the Misty Mountains. Throughout the story, you'll need to hunt and harvest food, survive, craft and build, as well as explore the mines. Now, not only is this a single player game, you are actually able to team up with up to 8 players in co-op, so that is awesome. So if you're a fan of survival games or Lord of the Rings, this one could be for you. Disney Dreamlight Valley is a life sim adventure game which includes quests, exploration and activities, as well as being able to customize your outfits, house and furniture. Think The Sims meets Animal Crossing New Horizons. Throughout the game you'll be able to explore, complete tasks, mine and fish, as well as interact with other Disney characters. This was originally going to be a free-to-play game, but it launches on December 5th and it's coming to PC, Xbox, PlayStation and Switch. Then we have Evil Nun The Broken Mass, which is set in a religious summer camp where you've been promised it's the ideal place to make friends and spend the summer. Obviously, as the name suggests, this is a horror game, so it doesn't go to plan. If you want to try and escape the school and avoid being caught by Sister Madeline, this launches on December 7th. It's coming to all consoles as it's already released on PC. If you've ever wanted to see if you could make money in property development, well, on December 14th you can put your skills to the test in House Flipper 2. You get to buy, repair and sell houses for a profit, as well as being able to build new houses from the ground up. And it's not just the messy renovations that you have to worry about. You get full control over the interior, exterior and everything in between. You can literally furnish these houses exactly how you want them before you flip them. So if you spent more time in the Sims build mode than actually playing the game, this one could be the ideal game. So House Flipper 2 launches on December 14th on PC, and then it's coming to PS5 and Xbox early in 2024. Then we have Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader, which is a huge turn-based RPG game, and this launches on December 7th. These games closely follow the tabletop Rogue Trader rules, so if you're familiar with the previous games or the workshop games, this one should be great for you. Also, every decision you make in the game will affect the entire game and the ending. This will be launching on the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S as well as PC. Now, although this is not a new game, don't forget on December 7th we will have the Game of the Year awards for 2023. We've seen the nominations listed across various categories already. That includes Game of the Year, Best Audio Design, Best Racing Games and loads more. But right now, what do you think will take the top spot for Game of the Year? And if it's already been announced when you watch this video, was it a deserved winner? Oh, and not forgetting the long-awaited trailer for the next installment of GTA. Rockstar themselves confirmed on November 8th that they will be releasing the first trailer for the next Grand Theft Auto. Now what this is we don't really know, but we're just assuming it's going to be GTA 6 with maybe a late 2024 to mid 2025 release date. Hopefully by the time you watch this video that trailer could already be out. Then we have 2 games worth mentioning that are coming to iOS in December, which includes Death Stranding the Director's Cut. This open world action game has been optimized for the iPhone 15 Pro and all iPads and Macs with the M1 chip or later, and this could be one of the biggest games to come to iOS to date. It's launching on December 2nd and I'm excited to see how this will play on the iPhone 15 Pro. And then another game coming to iOS on December 20th is Resident Evil 4. This survival horror game looked great on the PlayStation 5, so if you like your horror games this could be one worth picking up. Now, Football Manager 2024 did actually launch digitally in November, but if you were holding out for the physical edition on the PS5, this launched on December 7th. The same applies to Quantum Error. This launched back in October, but again the disc version is coming out on December 8th. The reviews for this haven't been great, so buy it with caution. So that was a quick look at some of the games launching in December. There are hopefully a few in here that piqued your interest, But after the last few months that we've had, we're definitely having a slow December. I guess on the plus side, at least we can use that time to maybe clear some of that backlog. Although I am really hyped to play Avatar and Born of Bread. But what about you? Is there anything that you're looking forward to playing this month? Now drop a nice games December in the comments and I'll give you a thumbs up for staying right till the end. And if you did enjoy today's video, check out my top gaming accessories worth buying video next, as that covers about 25 gift ideas if you need some inspiration this month. Well, thanks for watching. Please like, sub and follow me everywhere. Until next time.